Hey everyone, welcome back into Mountain Dog Companion, hanging out with Xander and Zuri's litter of 2 girls and 4 boys. They're hanging out doing great. And we just did pictures today, did names. We're doing this YouTube video here for you. And then we're gonna talk about personalities. I know Rob had come out and kind of had his favorites here. Hopefully this will help you kind of narrow it down as well. I know you were kind of undecided between a couple, so we'll start off with the 2 girls. First off, their names is Bailey and Bonnie. Bonnie is the one with the bigger Swiss kiss here, and then Bailey's the one over here with a little bit of a smaller Swiss kiss, and she kind of has a almost a different shade of tan on her face. So beautiful looking girls. They're really doing phenomenal as far as a developmental standpoint. I know the biggest boy we weighed today at 14 pounds at 6 weeks old. So just to give you a little bit of reference on how big they are, it's a lot of fluff, but also a lot more than fluff. So really loving these pups and how they're coming along. I mean, really these pups got Zuri's ears, kind of those longer, floppier ears, but then also got the fluff, and it's absolutely amazing. So these guys are just phenomenal from a conformation standpoint, and I'm really excited to have this combination in the future as well. So for those of you who are looking for a puppy like this in the future, we'll probably have another litter of Zuri puppies later on, probably in about a year or so. So if anyone has any questions about that, feel free to reach out to me. I'm gonna start talking about these puppies here. We got Bonnie here first off. She's a bigger Swiss kiss. And I know this was one that Rob was really keeping an eye on. Phenomenal looking girl. She's wonderful. She's wanting to get out here. Come here, girl. Oh yeah, there you go. I just told you. But beautiful looking girl. From a size standpoint, there's not much of a difference. They're both very similar. Yeah, beautiful looking girls. I would say she's probably the more outgoing one out of the 2. Is Bonnie. Now they're very similar, big cuddle bugs. Now these guys aren't super energetic at all by any means, but Bonnie just seems to be more of the outgoing, playful sort out of the 2, just a little bit more spontaneous and a little bit more like Velcro, I guess you could say. So beautiful girl here. Again, this is Bonnie here, and she's very people oriented. Like she absolutely loves her people. Loves to hang out with you specifically and directly, and really loves her people. And then we got Bailey up front here with the carrot. She's a beautiful looking girl as well. Like I mentioned, her face, kind of a unique look here. See if I can show you. Can we show you off, girly? So a little bit of a difference in tan here up front. Beautiful girl. She's got a little bit of those white tip socks here up front, and a little bit of a Swiss kiss, but it's really hard to see. So wonderful looking girl here. And she's more, I would say more the chill, laid back sort, and just a little bit more easygoing, content, you know, just a little bit more relaxed. So from an energy standpoint, a little bit lower than Bonnie, and just more of that cuddle bug, laid back, kind of easygoing temperament. So phenomenal 2 girls here, and we'll keep moving to the boys. Okay, moving on to the boys. Starting things off with the one without a chip. His name's Bo. He will be getting a microchip, but he doesn't at the time, and that's how we're kind of keeping him straight. So his name's Bo. I would say one of probably the smaller boy in the litter. But not necessarily small. I mean, you can see he's definitely not small. And he's the more like very Velcro. He loves his people, and he wants to be, like, he's not necessarily needy, but more clingy. He'll just want to be with you directly, and he'll definitely want to, he's got an itch. He's such a funny guy, but wonderful guy. Definitely one of the more people oriented and just more clingy guys in the litter. So okay guys, moving on, we got Mr. Bear here. Bear is the biggest boy. He's the one that weighed in at 14 pounds. And just a phenomenal looking guy. I mean, overall from an aesthetic standpoint, phenomenal. He's got a wonderful white blaze, those white socks front and back, and a beautiful white tip tail as well. But yeah, one of those, a little bit more on like that laid back side, a big cuddle bug. He loves being held, but he is also just a little bit more kind of laid back, kind of likes doing his own thing. Maybe a little bit shy at times, but like he comes along pretty well. So phenomenal looking guy here. And that was one that Rob was as well interested in. I know he was wanting me to point it out to him. So in the video. So that's one of those guys again. That was Bear. And we'll keep on rolling here. I believe, yeah, this is Boomer. Boomer is also one of the bigger boys. Big blocky structure, absolute cuddle bug. Loves being held. He's very people oriented, and just a little bit lower energy, more chilled out, more easygoing. He's very content and happy. As far as size, he's just a hair smaller compared to Bear. So, but very, very similar. So again, that's Boomer. And then last but not least, we got Bruno hanging out in the corner. He's enjoying the cool cement compared to the turf, but he's a phenomenal guy. He's more outgoing, a little bit more playful, not quite on the level of Bo, but definitely more on that outgoing and spontaneous side of things. And I would say medium energy, very people-oriented. He loves being held. These guys are all very similar on that aspect of things. Once they warm up and get used to hanging out and used to you as a person, they absolutely can't get enough of you. So phenomenal pups. And that'll kind of wrap things up for this litter. If anyone has any questions about these pups, feel free to reach out to me, of course. And my name is Jay Miller here with Mountain Dog Companion. My number is 330-234-0102. Thanks, guys. Take care.